There have been a lot of action movies this year. While so many are dumb, a lot of them are intense fun.
I will ruin your life the way you ruin mine.
Dude, I don't even know you!
I created a list of the 10 best action movies I saw this year and ranked them from least good to best. So without wasting any time, let's get into it.
Nick Cage.
Number 10. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Based on the actor Nicolas Cage, played by Nicolas Cage, this fictional action comedy is a bit stupid but still is enjoyable.
Is Javi going to want me to,
I'm not sure I understand.
Look, if Javi wants me to suck his dick or fuck his wife or watch me watch him fuck his wife, that's a no-go.
It tells the story of actor Nicolas Cage, who meets with a huge fan of his played by Pedro Pascal to make a movie written by him. After some time of the meeting, he starts vibing with his new friend until he gets kidnapped by the CIA. There he is put on a mission to spy on him because he is suspected to be a vicious cartel.
The man you're staying with is the head of a violent international arms cartel.
There are some fine action sequences at the ending, but mostly it thrills with its sublime comedy. The actors are good, although maybe the writing is a bit overdone, but at the utmost one can enjoy the unbearable weight of massive talent on a boring afternoon.
Listen to me. You're Nick fucking... Cage!
Number 9. Bullet Train. Bullet Train doesn't make any sense, but it's great taken as a headless action filled with fine actors and cringe-inducing comedy. It reflects 5 assassins who board the same train for their mission but doesn't know that they are all connected. However, as they try to complete their task and more or less everybody fails, they slowly begin to see the connection. The story of Bullet Train is huge and novel-like, although not very original. The fun lies in its character interactions mixed with a grain of action. The color use is excellent and the direction is outright trippy. And altogether, this is easily a likable action drama from this year that has a little bit of everything.
Let's just move. Let me grab your bag.
Number 8. The Northman. The Northman is a revenge action drama based on a young Viking prince whose father was killed when he was young and he had to escape the kingdom.
I will kill you, Fiona! I will avenge your father! I will save your mother!
Years later, when he grows up, he returns for revenge and to rescue his mother. The story of the Northman is not very indigenous, but it's an astoundingly shot and performed movie just like the previous 2 movies by the director. The detailed making of this gives it an original look and brings the atmosphere as closely vicious as it was in the Viking world. It uses Old English and provides authenticity. The performance by Alexander Skarsgård and Nicole Kidman is especially great, and for me, the character of Nicole Kidman is the best part of the movie.
You should have tried him in death!
Your words are poison!
I am your death!
Number 7. The Oman King. Inspired by one of the most powerful states of Africa at the time of the 19th century, the kingdom of Dahomey, the Oman King talks about the group of Oman warriors at the time called Dagoji who protected the kingdom. The plot revolves around the war between them and their enemy tribe to stop the slave trade. The Oman King is not a truthful biopic, but if I have to consider the finest action movies of the year, this will come into the discussion. It's a long story filled with character-driven drama and is overall performed very well.
A rope is not a weapon.
You wish for a different weapon? Stand up. Go. Attack the soldier. Take his head.
But most of all, the action sequences are breathtakingly good that kept me on the edge as long as they were played.
Grab your weapon!
Number 6. Prey. From the Predator franchise, Prey is the 4th film that is packed with peerless action. It sets in the early 18th century and talks of a fierce warrior named Naru who along with a tribe gets haunted by the deadly predator. As everyone else fails to catch the predator and gets brutally murdered, Naru desires to catch it herself. However, being a woman, she always gets underappreciated for her abilities, but she still shows her courage to beat the predator that seems to be unbeatable with its extreme supernatural powers and protections. Prey is stylish, the performance by Amber Mindhunter is fascinating, and the cinematography is absolutely cool. Number 5. The Batman. One of the most popular action flick of this year, The Batman is a slow-burn elegant film about a serial murder mystery that haunts Gotham City, and Batman is up for capturing the criminal. The killer is the famous DC villain, the Riddler, who leaves a riddle every time he murders someone, and Batman has to solve the riddles to reach him.
He lies still.
Excuse me?
The riddle. What does a liar do when he's dead? He lies still.
It is a powerfully performed and well-shot film that is, if to be said in a word, cool.
I'm vengeance.
It values moments more than the overall story, something equivalent to the 2011 classic Drive, and it works. The film is not as hardcore as the other films on this list, but an engrossing murder mystery with some badass sequences. Number 4. Triple R. One of the biggest blockbusters of the year, Triple R has action sequences that no movie ever before approached the excellence of. It is an electric experience. It sets in the pre-independent India, where a vicious police officer of the British Emperor is asked to catch a grim fighter who is fighting against the Emperor. However, not having known what he looks like, the officer unknowingly makes a good friendship with him. The direction of Triple R is also unique. The camera and VFX work so well with the enigmatic storyline, and even more so, the performances are praiseworthy too, all combinedly making it a film to remember. Number 3. All Quiet on the Western Front. I don't think there was ever a war film I saw that depicted the vicious hopelessness of war quite like All Quiet on the Western Front. It sets in World War I and mostly explores the point of view of one soldier's experience in the war, how it has been glorified for them before taking a part in it, and only later do they realize the real truth. It understands the pain of an individual soldier and the unimaginable grapple they withstand in the warfield. The performances are outstanding and the character arcs are unique, more so because there are so many war films in the world, but still this being the latest has something different to offer. It is stunning and horrible, to say the least. Number 2. Ambulance. Ambulance was the biggest roller coaster ride for me of the year. It was powerfully performed and excellently shot. The direction gave me intense panic attacks from time to time.
We're not cowboys, we're not shooting anything up, this is my job. Come on, we can do this in our sleep. Danny, let's roll! Alright! 1 second!
The story here is of a man who struggles to pay the bills for his wife's operation and seeks his brother, who invites him to their mission of robbing a bank. In spite of his best interests, he engages in it. But as the mission goes awry, they abduct an ambulance to escape.
Well, get the paramedic's jacket, you drive. We don't have a choice, let's go. Back up.
What do you want?
Just gonna borrow it.
The whole film is a 2-hour-long chase scene that is, in my opinion, written and directed so perfectly that it feels so smart even though it is not. Jake Gyllenhaal's performance is top-notch and the cinematography is constantly panic-inducing.
Will you just stay out of the water? I'm driving through the fucking LA River! There's water everywhere!
Number 1. Top Gun Maverick. Not only was Top Gun Maverick a well-made action feature, but also it was an emotionally nostalgic journey. For a film that had broken a lot of box office records, there is hardly anything new to say about this. The story is based on a naval aviator who, after 30 years of being in the Navy, is sent to teach a few newbies for a dangerous mission.
No, someone's not coming back from this.
He is driven by the guilt of his past and is worried for the son of his old friend who had died. Top Gun Maverick's character arcs are surprisingly good for an action movie. It is poignant. The flying scenes, as it is said many times already, are absolutely gripping and thrilling.
Sir, I got this! I got this! Pull away! Bombs away! Bombs away!
The music by Hans Zimmer also is so beautiful and enthralling. So that was it. Let me know your personal favorite action film of 2022 in the comment box, and until then, check some other videos on this channel and keep watching films.